Hey there, Daryl from Loving the Bike. I've got a special guest with me today. You already saw a post last week on Boo Bicycles. Now, the man behind that is Nick Frey. And not only is he a bike guy, but he is also a pro racer. Now, what I wanted to talk to him about, more so than Boo Bicycles and the cool stuff about the bamboo bikes, I really wanted to get into the whole thing of a pro rider making that transition into businessman, which is what Nick's doing right now. So why don't you kind of tell us, I guess, a little bit about how you kind of made the switch through. You're kind of in the transition right now still because you're still riding and racing. Yeah. But how that came around, like you decided, okay, I want to become a businessman, not just a pro cyclist.
Well, it was kind of, I've always had two things going on in my life. Until I was 22, I was in school, since I was 5. And I've always had two things going on, whether it was cycling in school or now cycling and starting a new company. This actually jives much better with how I'm operating because as a pro racer and then also as an industry guy starting a company, I know both sides. I know what the riders like, and I also know how to engineer the bikes. I know how to design them, test them, and then I've also started a company. I've run companies since I was like 10. I've mowed lawns. So I've always had this entrepreneurial bent. I've always enjoyed, figuring out how to sell something and how to get people to buy it and how to make it a better product and how to market it and, not just do the nuts and bolts of engineering. Right. That's just one part of it. So.
And just so you guys know what kind of racer and rider and professional he is, why don't you just tell some of the guys you've raced against, just so you know.
Lance, Levi, Horner, Incapi, Danielson, Zabriskie. So I race on one of the best teams in the country, and we're doing Tour of California this year. We're doing Quiznos Pro Classic. We're doing the biggest races in North America. We race in South America a lot. I raced in Europe as a junior on hot tubes with Toby Stanton, and so I've been racing since I was 14, and it's half of my life, and it's my passion. And I want to see where I can go with the sport. It's all stepping stones. I want to keep getting better, get better results, get on into bigger races. But Boo is also a passion of mine, and so I've got a great support network of people working for the company. Great foundation of customers, advocates, sales guys, builders. It's a true family now, and it feels really cool to come to a show like this and kind of see it all come together and step back and wow. Most of the time I'm just putting out fires, But
what team are you racing with now?
James Sutter.
So watch for him, man. Watch for him this year on the tours. When's going to be the next race?
We're doing San Dimas and Redlands at the end of California, or at the end of March in California.
Okay.
So those are the first big domestic races of the season. And then we'll do Tour of the Gila at the end of April in New Mexico. And then Tour of California is mid-May. So that's...
So when you switch over to full-time racing, now who runs Boo for you?
I actually run it. Basically, I do all of the sales and, running of the business through my laptop and cell phone. And I have an incredible sales manager in Marin County, Troy Evans. Troy basically gets all the frames. James does all the frame building. He's the genius behind all of the frames. And then Troy gets the frames and the components and works with customers and builds them up. Goes out and tests each bike before it ever goes to a customer. This is a guy who's, if he has unmatching cable ends, a tear will come to his eye. So he's perfect for getting the bikes ready. James and I have worked, countless hours to get each model perfect. And by the time the bike gets to the customer, it's exactly what it should be.
And the bikes are made in Vietnam, right?
Yeah. James is an expat. He lives in Saigon. He's from Manhattan, but he's basically expatriated. He lives in Manhattan. In Saigon. He's been there for 15 years, and he's got Lam, a beautiful Vietnamese wife.
Nice. So do you think when you're done with racing, you'll move down to Saigon, or are you gonna stick around in the United States?
I'm a vagabond. I'm a nomad.
Okay, good. Me too.
I'll go anywhere. that's always in my dream, is to not need to be anywhere. So that's what I shoot for.
Well, if James ever needs some help, man, I gotta go over there and help him in Vietnam. That'd be cool.
Well, you know, I haven't even been there.
You haven't been there yet?
So maybe we
That's
can
cool.
go
Let's
together
make a
the
trip for
first
sure.
time.
Right on. Well, I know you got to get back. He's just in the middle of the North American Handmade Bike Show right now. Crazy. Every time I come by, it's just a crowd of people. So he's definitely drawing a lot of interest in the blue bicycles. And I mean, he even impressed Lance at one of the races. And Lance got a bike hanging at Johnny's right now. So if you're ever in Austin, you want to see one in Austin, that's where the dealer is at Johnny's. And if not, go to bluebicycles.com. Yeah, bluebicycles.com for more information. And yeah, man, great guy, great company. Wish him luck on the tour. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks a lot, Darryl.
All right, dude.